1, 2, test, test. All right, here we go. I think we're good. Testing 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Test, test. There we go.
Here we go. I think we're good.
Hey.
Testing 1, 2.
Told you guys, I do everything here. I close the lights, I mop the floors, jack of all trades, master of none. How you doing, folks? Ron Raymond here from the Rain Report for a Wednesday, hump day. It is September 15th. Hopefully you're having yourself a good start to your day. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner, or hit the subscribe button below this video if you are using a mobile device. Today's podcast is brought to you by thebullpenpicks.com. Anybody can play, anybody can join. Sign up today and follow the top pickers each and every day at bullpenpicks.com. I see my good friend Ed Drake's in the crowd, and Eddie picked up his first Gold Glove on, was it Monday, Eddie? Hey, good job right there. And so folks, you want to follow the top pickers each and every day right here at bullpenpicks.com. Also, Street Catcher, we had a little bit of a snag in the system yesterday. You will notice that you weren't able to make picks. So now if you go to streetcatcher.com, you go to make picks, ta-da, there's the Major League Baseball for Wednesday, hump day, September 15th. Again, hey, when you mop the floors and you close the lights and you clean up, there's only so many things you can do in a day, right? But we got things figured out, and we'll get everything going here today. How are y'all doing today? Eh? Sound like I was from the South right there. How y'all doing? Hey, this is if you're watching the show for the very first time, my name is Ron Raymond. I'm a professional sports handicapper who's been in the industry since 1996, so this is not my first rodeo, and I'm the founder of the World Series of Handicapping Pro Football Contest. I wrote a book in 2009 called Ron Raymond's Top 50 Sports Betting Secrets, and if you want to see some of my top tips, go to the YouTube channel, and you can see that some of my videos are right there, and hopefully they can help you win on a consistent basis. Speaking of tips, in my book, Ron Raymond's Top 50 Sports Betting Secrets, one of my tips is called the mano a mano angle. And the mano a mano angle is whenever you have two pitchers from the same country, like say Dominican Republic, like last night, the Peraltas, and anytime you get like a pride factor like that, man, you're going to get a pitching duel. And if it wasn't for the rain delay, it probably, they probably would have kept going in the 8th and 9th inning. But we got the job done. We got the under in that game. And those are the things that we bring to the table each and every day right here at the Rain Report. All right, I want to say good morning to Quentin Johnson. Hey, Quentin's in the house. How you doing, Quentin? There's Ed Drake. We also have, let me see, who else is in the house? We got Zachary Reed. Good morning, Zach. How are you doing? Shay Gonzalez. Hey, so like Chez Toi. Mitchell Watson, how you doing, Mitchell? And who else is in the house here? So, guys, each and every day, if you want to tune in, just tune into the broadcast. Let us know you're there, like the old Slapshot article says. And how's the sound check? Is my sound too high, too low? I just want to make sure I got the right range on my sound. I can see a little bit of the yellow in the microphone, so I think we are good. I think we are good with our sound check. But yeah, so it looks like we're pretty good here with sound. But again, hopefully you guys did well yesterday. Now, folks, again, if you're interested in my book, Ron Raymond's Top 50 Sports Betting Secrets, go to Tools, go to Sports Betting Secrets. You can see my book right here. And if you're interested in the Rain Report, you can get it each and every day by getting a membership, and then go to MLB Rain Report. You can go to College Football Rain Report, NFL Rain Report. And if you're a fan of the CFL, there's not too many CFL tip sheets out there, but we carry it here at ATSstats.com. Go to CFL Rain Report, and we do carry the Canadian Football League tip sheet. And it'd be a sin if I didn't, knowing that, a Canadian handicapper who doesn't handicap the Canadian Football League, right? They'd probably kick me out of the country or something. All right, so what else we got on deck here today? If you look in the description, you can see we got everything going here today. And let's kick it off for the show. And I got some good things for you guys here today. And we're going to talk about, let me see, where's the sports betting index? We're going to review Major League Baseball streaks. Who are the top favorites and underdogs the last 30 days? And then I got some baseball, the old 80% system trends, and then we'll go through all the games. And again, today is dedicated to baseball, and I feel anytime you do a daily podcast, football is a different animal, right? But Thursdays here on the Rain Report, we do college football. Friday is NFL football, but in the in between, so Saturday to Wednesday, we will cover whatever's going on that day. So today, the only sport going is Major League Baseball, and that's why we only cover baseball today. So if you're tuning in and you're saying, "Hey, Ron, where's your where's your college football takes? Where's your college football angles? Where's I need my football fix." Well, if you want a football fix, you can get it for sure. Well, I gotta generate this stat right here. So give me a second, and let me go to my. See, this is what I mean, right? When you're a one-man show, you're covering your angles and everything. So I don't see my Parks Racing for today. Let me go to Parks, and let me generate this tip sheet. All right, there we're gonna generate the tip sheet in the process. So today we're gonna cover Parks Racing. That'll be your free tip sheet for September 15th. Parks is a good one. There's also Penn National, Mountaineer, Indiana Grand. We have all that, but I'm gonna generate the stats here. Hey, there's Gloria K. Underdog. Did I miss anything? No, you didn't miss anything. The Breakfast Club. That was a great movie, The Breakfast Club. Gloria K. just wrote Morning Breakfast Club. Hey, you remember The Breakfast Club? That was a good movie. I enjoyed that movie. That was I think there's a good if you go to I think it's 80stees.com. They got some Breakfast Club t-shirts there. Maybe I'll have to go check it out after. All right, Claire. Remember Claire in the Breakfast Club? Was it Judd? What was his name? Judd. I know his last name Judd. I can't remember his first name, but yeah, a really pretty good movie back in the 80s. We're talking 80s here. Let me see here. Gloria K. We got Telly. Good morning, Telly. How you doing? Shay, bonjour, mon ami. How are you, my friend? Ça va très bien, thank you. Hey, there's a song like that in French. Bonjour, mon ami. How are you, my friend? Ça va très bien, thank you. Hey, little Canadian French right there. We learned in primary school. All right. Who else likes Underdogs today? Says Quentin Johnson. All right. So I think we're good here. Let me go back here. Let me go to free tip sheet. Let me go to Parks Racing. And do we have a ta-da? There's a ta-da right there. All right. Let's go to Parks right now. And Parks Racing today, wow, not a big claiming race in the first race. $5,000, We're used to like 30, 40, 50,000. $5,000 claiming race here at Parks, 12:55 post time, and 5.5 furlongs in the dirt. Race number 1 at Parks Racing. 432 today at Parks in race number 1. Mrs. Cruz with Korea taking the ride here on Mrs. Cruz, and also 5-2 morning line. The number 3 horse, Fleeter Den. Castillo taking the ride here on Fleeter Den, the number 3, 8-1 morning line. And Bowtown Cat. Bowtown Cat. Sounds like a good rhythm and blues type song, right? Bowtown Cat. Speaking of rhythm and blues, Catfish. What's his... Anyway, I'm getting thrown off here. Bowtown Cat. Adorno taking the ride here on Bowtown Cat. 9-5 morning line. And if you like the Joker selection, La Purissima. Haddock taking the ride here on the number 5 horse, La Purissima, is the Joker selection today at the Rain Report in race number 1 at Parks Racing. If you're going to play an exacta today at Parks, 4-3-3-2-2-5 exacta box. And if you're going to go trifecta, 4-3-2-5-3-2. Don't forget to always box those horses. And if you're going to play the Joker selection, I always recommend the Double Dutch betting system. And that is what you want to do is bet the number 5 horse to win into place. So let's say you got a $20 budget. Put 10 to win, 10 to place on the 5, La Purissima. This way he comes in second. You can get some of that money back. All right, there you go. Those are your man, that now I got that anytime I got something in my head, it just throws me right off. And now I got a Kingfish. What was Kingfish? Kingfish Ingram. There you go. Yeah. So there's you ever see this? There's a blues player. So he's what's his name? Crystal. Yeah, that's it. Christone Ingram. That's it. Kingfish. I bought a couple of his t-shirts. I listen to his music all the time. Just can't remember his name all the time. Christone Kingfish Ingram. If you ever go on YouTube, listen to this guy. He's to me, he's the next big thing in blues right now, or in blues music. Christone Kingfish Ingram. This guy is the real deal. He's really good, and I love listening to his music, especially with when he plays Hey Joe with Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix. Hey Joe, man, this guy is pretty good. All right, you guys like classic music? You guys all into classic music, classic rock? I love classic rock. It's one of the best. Classic Rewind. You listen to Classic Rewind on Sirius XM, channel 25. It's pretty good. All right, Ed Sniper, you had a 10-5 yesterday. Keep up those winners. Oui Chez says Gloria Kate. Ça va bien, merci. Aussi, hey, we're turning into a bilingual show here. East William, thanks for the compliment. Appreciate you. And all right, let's go to what's next on the schedule right here. We're going to go to the SBI, the Sports Betting Index. Man, I'm all over the place here for a Wednesday. Hey, I need my good friend from Chad, Saskatchewan there. Focus, Ron, focus. Got a question? Can I use a promo code on the annual package? Yep. If you want to use a promo code, Telly, just use FB21. So I'll just put it in the chat right here. Promo code FB21, and you get 20% off your next monthly or yearly package right here at ATSstats.com. Hey, right on. I didn't even think. Checks Sweet says Underdog Sniper. All right, so where were we here? SBI, the Sports Betting Index. And see, anytime every time you get thrown off at the beginning of the show with the mic going off, it just throws off the whole show, right? I'm one of those guys where I'm very routine oriented, and anything that throws me off, man, it could just ruin my day. I'm really, I'm really wired differently that way. All right, let's take a look at the SBI, the Sports Betting Index, and again, as I say all the time, this is my Dow Jones Industrial, and you can see yesterday the Underdogs, a nice win for the Dogs yesterday, 7-9. That's why I guess I only went 6-8 yesterday. My picks at Bullman, 6-8 or 6-9. I didn't have a really great day in Major League Baseball, but Old Faithful Tampa Bay, Old Faithful Tampa Bay came through, and the under came through in that Detroit game. Those were my two of my three top picks. Atlanta didn't pull through. But 9-7 for the Dogs yesterday, and you look at the 7-day average, 55.1% of the favorites came in, 45.1 for the Underdogs, and if you look at the over/unders yesterday, 8-6-2 for the over. So again, we are the overs are pretty neutral in the last 7 days. In fact, 50.9. You can't, you can go back 20 years, 30 years, go look at the totals. They'll always be even, Steven, right? For some reason, favorites will always win at about a 60% clip. Over-unders will always be around that 50% mark. It's really amazing. If anyone here isn't an ATS member, the best advice is to become one, says Zachary Reed. Hey, appreciate that, Zach. And I agree 100%. We can speak Spanish also. I'm fluent in English and Spanish. I know a little very French, says Shay Gonzalez. We can turn this to a very informative show. And you know what? We got Vladimir. We can talk a bit of Russian. And we can, we can do it all here. We got Portuguese. We can get Rui Pedro. I had my niece last night. We're having dinner. I said, I haven't seen my good friend Rui Pedro. She goes, no, Uncle Ron. She goes, if he's from Portugal, it's not Pedro. Pedro is maybe like Mexico, but if he's Portuguese, it's Pedro. So if you're out there, Rui, let me know if she's right. I'm sure she's right. She's Portuguese, right? Half Portuguese, half Canadian. What else here? Let me see here. Yeah. So anything you guys got a question you want to ask me, just throw it into the bullpen, and I will address it as quickly as I can. All right, SBI is in the books. Let's go look at the streaks. Once in a while, I like to see who's streaking, right? Who's the new Frank the Tank going on in Major League Baseball? Hey, a little bit of old school right there. Hey, you're my boy Blue. Hey, I'm doing a lot of reference of movies today. Anybody see Old School? That's one of my favorites. San Francisco, this snuck up on me. I did the podcast this morning, and the San Francisco Giants, I didn't know they were on a 9-game win streak. I knew they were streaking, but I didn't think it was a 9-game win streak. LA Dodgers on a 5-game win streak, St. Louis on a 4. San Diego, ever since they fired that pitching coach, it's like a sinking ship over there. 5-game losing streak. Baltimore's on a 4-game losing streak. Oakland on a 3, and so is Cincinnati. And then Seattle is on a 6-game over streak. There's C Dollars. A lot of underdogs today, says C Dollars. I'm from Trinidad, Tobago, I guess, an island in the Caribbean. Yeah, we know Trinidad, Tobago. Gotta love the bullpen diversity. Yeah, we're all over the place here. Hey, and this is why, if you're a bit quirky and you're a bit off, you'll fit right in. Just grab a coffee, or if it's like Jimmy Buffett says, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, grab your beer, your Heineken, your Budweiser, your Miller, your Stella Artois. Hey, whatever's your favorite drink, right? But I'm retired from those days. I'm 21 years retired from the elbow tilting. Hey, that's why I'm a little off sometimes. Mitchell Watson, old school, great movie, says Mitchell. Yeah, you know what? There's some movies you can watch every day, right? Or not every day, but if you haven't watched it in like a year or two, you don't mind watching it. I think that's one of them, right? Old school. There's a lot of movies like that. You don't mind just going back. Then there's some movies like, yeah, one and done. I'm good. Hey, ABM Rock Band. What Underdogs 3 locks. ABM Rock Band. Hey, with a name like ABM Rock Band, you got to give us... See, I'm wearing AC/DC today. Maybe that's why I'm attracting all the rockers today, the classic rock. Hey, what's your favorite AC/DC song? I would love to know what your favorite AC/DC song. I got a couple of them. Hey, what are your favorite AC/DC songs? Before I give you mine, I would love to hear what your favorite AC/DC song is for you guys. Thunderstruck's a good one too. I love Thunderstruck. Hey, I would love to hear. Let me see some of the best songs from AC/DC. Money Talks, Right On, Walk All Over, Have a Drink on Me. That's a pretty good one. Shot in the Dark, Girls Got Rhythm, Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution. It's a long way to the top. You Shook Me All Night Long. Whole Lot of Rosie. Yeah, that's an old one. You got a lot of. That's a good thing with the old rock bands. You got the oldies and goodies, But what's your favorite one? Hell's Bells is a good one. I love Shoot the Thrill. I think Shoot the Thrill is a good one too. Back in Black, Highway to Hell. I think Highway to Hell is probably my best. What's your favorite AC/DC song? Super Blue, A Signal for Laura. Hey, we're turning this to a rock and roll show instead of a sports betting show, right? I guess I better get my buddy Chaz in here, or Chad there from Corner Gas to get me back online. Highway to Hell, says Gloria K. I agree. That's why I'm wearing my Highway to Hell today. Or Back in Black. All right, what do I got next here? We got the streaks. Let's go take a look at some of the top favorites. And so once in a while, what I like to do is I'll go to my database and I'll go to MLB, and then I'll take a look at some of the top favorites the last couple of 30 days or so, right? So let's go favorites. Let's go last 30 days. So today is September 15th. So we'll go August 15th to September 14th. And we won't include today because no game's been played yet. So let's take a look at the top favorites the last couple days. Hopefully Robbie Ray doesn't accuse the Rays of knowing his pitches. Focus, Ron. Yeah, focus. Hey, I'm throwing off today. The microphone threw me off today, Gloria. Hey, that's why I'm all off today. Actually, I've been having internet problems all day here with the Wi-Fi, so that threw me off my schedule this morning. Not a banner day this morning here at the Rain Report. All right, Yankees 14-11 as a favorite. Now I'm doing the favorite the last 30 days. Boston 11-7, 12-6 to the over. Look at the Red Sox as a favorite, 12-6 to the over. Toronto 15-9 the last 30 days, 9-13-2. Baltimore only been a favorite twice. Tampa Bay 15-6. That's why I always go to Tampa Bay. Whenever you're having, when you're in sports betting, whenever you're having a rough time, go to Old Faithful. Hey, go with the girl that brought you to the dance, and that's Tampa Bay in my books. Hey, Tampa Bay brought me to the dance many, many times this year, and that's why that's in baseball terms. But Tampa Bay is my girlfriend. Chicago White Sox 11-6 as a favorite. Kansas City only has been a favorite 4 times. Detroit, Oakland. Look at that, Oakland 5-11. So if you're betting Oakland baseball right now as favorites, they're biting you right in the butt right there. 5-11. Seattle 8-4 to the over as a favorite. And that's one thing too. When you're looking at doing these type of exercise, not only the side, you got to look at the total, right? Some teams, when their role as a favorite and underdog, sometimes the total could lean you towards the over or the under, right? Atlanta 15-8, man, 15-8. So that's what, 23. So how many games? Man, they've been an underdog, maybe 3 times. Miami 3-1, Philly. Let me see, Washington, New York Mets, Cubbies 6-2 to the over. Look at St. Louis. The St. Louis Cardinals as a favorite the last 30 days, 2-8-1 to the under. So that's interesting. Cincinnati 8-16, struggling. There's my Joe Namath for Cincinnati, struggling. Milwaukee 18-7. Nice 14-2 for San Francisco. I said it yesterday, right? Always go back to your old faithful that got you here. My old faithful, San Francisco, Tampa Bay, Seattle have been really good. Seattle too with the money line sometimes. 22-7 for the Dodgers, Arizona, and San Diego. All right, let's take a look here for let's go to underdogs, and let's see. I disagree. The dude is timeless. Messa Fuoco, focus. Fuoco is in Italian, says Gloria K. Awesome. All right, let me see here. Underdogs. So who've been the best dogs? I know, was it Minnesota there a couple of weeks ago? We were looking at Minnesota. Toronto's been a good dog. Baltimore, not so much. Let me see. What about Atlanta? How many times they've been a dog in the last 30 days? White Sox 2-6-2 as a dog. Look at Kansas City. So if you're looking for underdog, I saw somebody post there some underdogs. Kansas City. If you get a Kansas City as an underdog lately, 16-9. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Oakland, not too good. Seattle 8-7, pretty respectable, 500. LA Angels, Texas, Houston. There's Atlanta. 0-3 as a dog. 0-3 to the under. Yeah, so Atlanta not good as an underdog, but they've been a favorite a lot. And let me see other ones. Chicago. We got St. Louis, Pittsburgh. We got Milwaukee, San Francisco. Look at Dodgers. Dodgers are never an underdog. Arizona's an underdog. 16-6-1 the last 30 days as an underdog. So pretty good right there. Colorado, 5-12-2. And you know what's interesting with that? How many times home underdogs? It'd be interesting as a home underdog. You would think Coors Field, you think, bombs away with all the overs, but nope, it's the other way around. Look at San Diego. Wow. 1-10 as a dog last 30 days. So this is why we do these exercise, just to plant seeds. I always say you got to plant some seeds, and because you in a very busy college football, NFL, you got CFL, now you got Major League Baseball, pretty soon NHL. It's a potpourri of everything, right? So you got to be on top of this, and sometimes it's always good to go back and look and see, what's, think like a bookmaker, right? My good friend Ross Benjamin says, and know the markets, know what kind of market. And if you follow the Rain Report, and I do this all the time, right? Value, percentage play, and cycles. Follow the cycles and know what kind of market you're in. So this way you don't, no surprise. I don't like surprises, right? All right, let's go to some of the stats and trends. I had some good ones here I'm going to show you this morning. I got a good one on San Francisco. Where's that San Francisco one? In the month of September is a favorite, 16-2-2. 16-2, no, not 2-2, 16-2. Right here, San Francisco, since 1996, as a home team during the month of September against a National West opponent. They're coming off a home win as a favorite, and they only allowed one run against their last game. 21-5 straight up in the next game. And down here, I had some, look at this, Detroit as a home underdog the last 2 years, and they won their last game by one run, 2-14-1. 2-14-1. So I want to show you guys that, and let's kick it off, and let's go to the Rain Report. All right, let's take a look at that game number one between the Marlins and the Nationals. I got a chuckle this morning. Yesterday we had the two Peraltas. Well, today we got the two Rogers. You got Trev Rogers, and I think it's Josh Rogers here for the Washington Nationals. Let me just go here in my lineups. And yeah, Josh Rogers, 1-0, 3.65 ERA. We do like the Marlins in this one, 6.03 to 3.86. The over-under at 9.89. The Marlins last 10 games, 3-7 to the under. Excuse me. And then Washington Nationals, 5-5. My line on the game, I had the Nationals at plus 129. You're getting plus 112. And I had the Marlins at 161. So they're overvalued at 117. And you know what? Trev Rogers. Let me see. Let me take a look at Trev Rogers' last couple starts. 2.73 ERA. He's a good pitcher, but he hasn't won a game since June 10th. Do you believe that? Trev Rogers has not won a game since June 10th. And how old is Trev Rogers? He is 23 years old. I'm just wondering if it's first year in the... So he pitched in, let me see, in 2020. He came up for 7 games. He's pitched 22 games this year. A little, playing on the bad team, right? When you're playing a bad team, that stuff will happen. But 6.03, and let me bring over my stats and trends. I'll do like I did yesterday. So we're working on our trends right now, and we're doing a better job. In fact, I got some good trends for you guys here. Let me go to my trends. Major League Baseball, and let's go right here. And let's take a look at the first one. The Marlins 11-2 and as an away team, coming off a 6-run loss the last 6 years. And for the Nationals, let me see, 8-2 as a home team, coming off a game where they allowed 2 runs against. And the over 9-3-0 for the Nationals. Pick them the 120 home underdog, coming off a left-handed pitcher the last 6 seasons. So maybe the over. I think I like the Marlins in this one. Trev Rogers, man, he hasn't won since June, so he might be up for a win, right? All right, let's go next game, Milwaukee-Detroit. Had the under in this game last night with the two Peraltas going from Dominican Republic. I thought it was going to be a pride pitching matchup, and sure enough, When I mean pride, I'm talking about national pride. They're from Dominican Republic, and they're always, if you read my book, and anytime you get two pitchers from the same country, either Venezuelan or Dominican Republic, what do you think is going to be the headlines at home, right? Hey, two local guys going head to head in Major League Baseball tonight. We're gonna have to watch that. Everybody knows, right? Everybody from the Dominican Republic knows that the two Pratos are going. They're gonna tune into that game. So you don't think those two guys last night knew that and put on quite the show? Hey, 1-0 final, right? So that's why that was it wasn't an easy under. Well, when you say 1-0 final, yeah, it looks easy, but it's not easy when when you don't know when the game is starting yet, right? So you got Brandon Woodruff. Woody going here today for the Brew Crew up against Matt Manning, and the line is -205. The over/under is set at 9. ATS forecast computer pick gonna lean with Milwaukee in this one, 6.51, 3.49. The over/under at 10. Looking at my line value, -201 here for the Brew Crew, and I had the Tigers here at +135. Now, looking at Brandon Woodruff last few starts, 9-8 on the year, not a great record, right? Says illness, will not start Sunday. So he had a stomach flu on Sunday. That's why he didn't get his start. So he hasn't pitched since September 6th. He's gone 6 innings the last 3 starts, and his ERA is about 2.38. So I do like the Brew Crew in this one. Let me see if I got any good stats backing this one up here on the Trends Are Your Friends. And the Brewers 19-6 as an away team during a day game this season. That's a pretty good one right there. That's a pretty good trend right there. And the under is 11-1 for the Tigers as a 180-200 home underdog, also during a day game, but not this year, since 1996. So when the Detroit Tigers are pick 180 to 200 home underdog during a day game, look at the over-under. 11-1 to the under. So maybe the under, and the way Woody's pitching right now for the Brew Crew, you might want to consider the under today between the Tigers and the Milwaukee Brewers. You just got to hope that Manning gives you enough innings, right? All right, Tampa Bay, Toronto, another great game. This is fun. Whenever you get to in the middle of September, the wild card races are going. A lot of good games. This is one I'm going to watch today at 3:07 Eastern. You got Michael Wacha going up against Robbie Ray. Now, the one thing with Robbie Ray, he's having a good season, right? If you look at Robbie Ray's last couple of starts, the one thing that surprised me a bit, now he's 11-5 on the year, 2.69 ERA, but look at this. When he starts for the Blue Jays, they're only 14-15 on the season. So even though Robbie Ray's having a great start, personally, for his individual records, the team is not, is one game below 500. So it's not a great, it's not a sure thing today if you do like Toronto. And, I don't like going against Tampa Bay. Kevin Cash Money, he's on my Christmas card this year. He's tough, right? Toronto Blue Jays against those 60% teams, 60% or higher at home. Look at their record. They only win 30% of those games. Give me Tampa Bay again. I think this is, it's again. Let's always go to our fundamentals, right? So -180 is my line, 164. So you're getting value. You're getting better value on the Rays. The percentage play goes back to 52% for Tampa Bay. And this year, look at that. Toronto against those C-type, A-type teams, not good. Only 30%. In fact, look at that. 1 and 2 at 61 to 70%. But let me see. Coming off a loss, 16-13. But give me Tampa Bay again. I love Tampa Bay. I think Tampa Bay is a good play right here. Let me check the stats. Look at this. Tampa Bay Rays 18-4 as an away team, coming off a win against a division opponent, and they got a great record against division foes, right? They have a really good division record. If you do like the under today between Tampa Bay and Toronto, the under is 16-3-1 when Toronto's a 160 to 180 home favorite, coming off a right-handed pitcher the last 4 years. So let me go back to the. I just want to see Tampa Bay's record at home on the road against division opponents. So let's go down here, and this is the Rain Report. What you're watching, 24-12. And the Toronto Blue Jays against Division 14-17. Division games are like mini playoff games in my books, right? When I think of division games, you got to win your division games in baseball. You don't win your division games, you don't win the pennant. And to me, Toronto they're still a year away in my books. I think they're a year away from really doing a lot of damage. I hope they make the playoffs because I got a futures ticket for them to win the World Series. And if they do make the playoffs, then I can hedge it. But you got to win those division games. Tanner Houck going up against Marco Gonzalez today of the Mariners. We like Boston in this one only by a little. 4.23, 4.22, the over-under at 8.45. And looking at the Red Sox, coming off a win last night. In fact, it was an 8-4 win against Tyler Anderson and the Mariners. Nathan Eovaldi started for the Red Sox. Seattle 5-5 in their last 10. But look at this, 9-0-1 to the over in the last 10 games. Minus 101 is the line here. Plus 118 is the bookmaker's line. My line is minus 101. You're getting good value here on the Seattle Mariners. And let's take a look if we have any trends that support the Mariners here. There's Isaiah. How you doing, Isaiah? Hope you're having a good morning. Crazy Cloud Z. Hey, hope you didn't spend all that money in one place there, Crazy Cloud. Hey, Crazy Cloud was the he didn't mind me saying that, but he's the guy who did pretty well in that parlay the other day. So congrats to Crazy Cloud, and thanks for watching. And hopefully you get another big win on your parlays there, Crazy Clouds. Isaiah says, "Forget the show was on." I do like the under. What do you mean? I forgot the show's on? How do you forget the show's on? I'm only here every morning, Isaiah. Hey, 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific. All right, the over 8-3-0 for the Red Sox is an away team coming off a win against American League West division opponent. So if you like the over, that's a pretty good trend right there. And the Mariners 11-1 as a pick on the 120 home underdog against American Conference opponent. You know what? You know what's really impressive about this stat? It's not the 11-1. It's that they do it as a home underdog. This is Seattle's been I say it all the time, right? Sometimes when you're making your selections, you're like you're taking a pick, but you're saying, man, I feel really uncomfortable making this pick, but I know deep down this is the right pick, but I'm gonna take it anyways. I call that the uncomfortable pick. And Seattle this year has been a very uncomfortable pick. It's like NFL football. When I said this week in NFL Week 1, don't be a headline handicapper. Don't read the headlines. And if you read the public confidence level, you can feel the consensus. You can see the consensus on the website, right? You know that San Francisco is a big play. A lot of the favorites will get it. Sometimes when you're doing your picks in these contests, go against the grain. That's the only way you're really going to make money. If everybody follows everybody's mindset, to me, it's all about a mindset. If you don't have a different mindset and your mindset doesn't swim against the current, you're never going to win contests. You're never going to win money. The only way you win money in sports betting is sometimes you got to go against public sentiment and just take that long shot, right? Here's the thing. When I look back of all my biggest wins, parlays, whatever, futures ticket, it was always, I took a shot, I took a chance. And if you look at your parlays, and I'm sure Cloud Z, he looks at his ticket the other night, how many of those, 6-teamer you did? Of those 16 parlays, which one were long shots? And those long shots, they'll probably be the last one that comes in on the ticket, and you need a little bit of help. And that's how I feel that you win. That's how you cash in big sometimes, right? You got to take long shots. If you don't take, you don't swing, you don't try, right? You don't hit. All right, so enough of the Ron's rant right there. Where was I here? Seattle, and we already did that one, right? All right, let's go to Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. All right, let me see what you guys are saying here in the bullpen. I was thinking about you, man. Hey, Underdog Sniper says to Isaiah, I was thinking about you, man. Hey, that's good. A little bromance going on here in the bullpen. I like that. I smell a rat on the San Francisco Giants line, says Sniper. Tough game. Numbers point to Seattle, but Boston has some good batting numbers today, says Isaiah. I went ahead, put a nice little on the Giants. It's a bit fishy, but I keep riding the train. Yeah, keep riding the train, right? Scale back on the bet. I'll talk about money management in just a few seconds. Vladimir Gutierrez going today against Mitch Keller of the Pittsburgh Pirates. First pitch, 6:35 Eastern. You got minus 135 on Cincinnati. The over-under set at 9. Forecast leaning with the Bucks here. Look at that. 5.64, 4.94. The over-under set at 10.58. Cincinnati on a 3-game losing streak. They're only 3-7 in the last 10 games. And for the Pittsburgh Pirates, they're 5-5. 60% of their last 10 games have gone over the total. My line on the game, I had minus 155, and that's way too high for Gutierrez You can see that 135, the bookmaker giving you a bit of a discount here at 135, $20 difference according to my line. And for the Pittsburgh Pirates, obviously not having a great year. What's the record? 53-91, 33-40, only 7 games below 500 at home. When you think about that, they're having a really bad year. They're 53-91, so they're about what? I want to say 44 games. 47, 48 games below 500, not good. Or 38 games below 500, not good at all, right? Cincinnati last night losing 6-5 against Pittsburgh. And let me take a look at some of the trends. There's no way I'm taking Vladimir Gutierrez at minus 35. Cincinnati, look at this, wow. When they play on hump day the last 2 years, 22-4-3 for the Cincinnati Reds as an away team. So is today a getaway day? Let me take a look at this. Sometimes, you know what? If you read my book or you saw the tips in the video, I talk about getaway day. If you go look at my Ron Raymond's top 30 videos tips, there's one there about getaway day. Now, they're playing Pittsburgh again, so it's not a getaway day. I thought today would have been a getaway day. That's why Wednesdays, normally Wednesdays, Thursdays are getaway days for some of these teams. Thursday games, you see that 12 o'clock start, then the team's getting away for their weekend series. But look at that. 22-4-3 to the under for Cincinnati as a away team playing on hump day the last 2 years. And for the Pittsburgh Pirates, same thing. 8-3 as a home team playing on Wednesday. So for some reason, hump day for these two teams, a lot of unders. A lot of unders for both these teams on hump day. All right, let's go to the next game. Let's take a look at the Cubbies against the Phillies. Let's go Cubbies, Phillies. Let's take a look at this. Chicago Cubs. Sniper says, never mind, just thinking out loud. I could be been buying, selling lately. It's been working out. Telly just signed up. Let's go. Let's go, Telly. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you signing up. And Cubbies taking on the Phillies. Rangers Suarez. You know what? Sometimes you watch a pitcher and you say, okay, I'm going to keep an eye on this pitcher. He's, every time I watch this guy, he's been money. He's been pretty good. He's been pretty solid. In fact, let me take a look at his stats. Hopefully he doesn't make a liar out of me here. But let me take a look at Rangers Suarez. Sounds like a Rangers Suarez. Sounds like a what do you call it? A field marshal, eh? He's a ranger, park ranger. All right, so so a lot of no decision in his last 5 starts. His last loss was August 18th, but August 24th, no decision. He had to win the 29th, no decision the 4th and 9th. And the thing with Ranger Suarez, he'll give you innings, 6.2, 6, 5. So Suarez will give you some innings. It sounds like Suave, Rico Suave, eh? Ranger Suarez, Rico Suave, sounds like the same. 4-4 for the Phillies when Ranger Suarez goes. Now I'm going to start calling him Rico Suarez. I don't know why. Minus 183 is the line. Look at that. 183 is the line here, and I had minus 111. So minus 111, so overvalued. I like when my line is lower than what the bookmaker's line. It gives me a little bit more confidence in that selection, right? So I do like, but I don't know if I like him at minus 183. And the Cubbies did win last night. It was a 6-3 win against Kyle Gibson and the Phillies, right? So let me see, the last 10, 3-7. Man, Phillies are just struggling right now. They were there. They were right there about 2 weeks ago. And then, I don't know, what Tampa Bay? Was that series in Tampa Bay maybe? But, they're struggling right now. Let's take a look at some of the stats and trends. The over is 10-4-0 for the Cubs as an away team coming off a National League East Division opponent this season. And for the Philadelphia Phillies, 180, 12-1 as a 180-200 home favorite coming off a National Central Division opponent the last 10 years. Wow, last 10 years, 12-1. I do like the Phillies here today. 180 is a bit expensive. Maybe I throw them in with a parlay or something. But I do like Rico Suave, eh? Ranger Suarez. All right, Ranger Suarez doesn't go deep. That's the problem. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying, right? He goes 5 to 6 innings, but they're maybe first 5, right? Phillies first 5. That could be a good play here today. Rangers first 5. Phillies we had Rangers. Phillies first 5 with Ranger Suarez could be a good bet here today. All right, let's go to the next game. Yankees and Baltimore. Remember I said yesterday? Oh, no stats and trends on this game. Remember I said yesterday we just need the Yankees to give us about 7 runs, and hopefully Baltimore could get 2 runs. And what was the total in that game yesterday? Was it 9? 9.5. We got hooked. Do you believe that? we got hooked last night. We just needed the Baltimore Orioles to get about. We needed 3 runs to make it a win. But hopefully, I didn't touch that game. We saw the total. When it smells like a trap, it is a trap, right? And we talked about that yesterday. Garrett Cole. We knew the Yankees were going to get some runs, but they hooked us, right? Hey, hook them, Dano. We got hooked yesterday. If you had the under in the Orioles and Yankees, look at this price, $350. Hey, good thing the Yankees are playing Baltimore. That's why they're staying in the race in the pennant division. In fact, let me go look at the race right now. I think they're all tied, right, for the wild card. This is going to be a great race in the American League East. Who's going to come out on top? Red Sox. Instead of asking me who's going to come out on top, which team is not going to make the playoff? I would love to hear what you guys think. Which team of Baltimore? Yankees, Boston, and Toronto. Which one of those 3 teams will not make the wild card team? Okay. Which team? What do you guys think? You think the Blue Jays, Yankees, or Red Sox won't make the finals, the playoffs? When I look at let me take a look at the Blue Jays' schedule. So the Blue Jays in the month of September, so they got Minnesota. Let me see here. We're at Tampa Bay. Okay, so they got Minnesota. They got a 4-game series. Wow, they got a 3-game series with the New York Yankees at home. That's big. That's going to figure that one out. And then Baltimore. You know what? Toronto could really control their destiny here. They got Minnesota on deck, losing teams. New York Yankees at home. That's going to play huge, to get a cushion. And then they finish off with 3 against Baltimore. That is really a favorable schedule for the Toronto Blue Jays. For the Boston Red Sox, let's take a look at the Boston Red Sox going down the stretch. Now, the Boston Red Sox, they got, let me see here, today, Seattle. Then they got Baltimore. Man, it seems like the Red Sox got more games here. So they got Baltimore, they got the Mets for 2, and then they got the Yankees for 3, Baltimore, and then Washington. Seems like they got more games here than the Blue Jays. All right, so that's a tough schedule right there. And let's take a look at the Yankees. Look at the New York Yankees. Let's take a look at the Yankees schedule down the stretch here. So they got Baltimore, Cleveland, Texas, Boston for 3, Toronto. Wow. So you know what? This is tough this is the Yankees. So they're playing Toronto and Boston, and then Tampa Bay. Oh wow. Yeah. This does not look good for the New York Yankees. If you're a Yankee fan, you don't want to. You'd rather finish against Baltimore, not Tampa Bay. This could be a disaster for the Yankees. I don't like this at all. If you're a Yankee fan, not good. I think it's gonna be. I think Yankees are out. I think the Yankees are going to be in a tough spot. Isaiah says Boston. Gloria says Red Sox. Boston. Ed Drake, Yankees. Zachary Reed says Boston. 2-2, and officials had a nice chunk on the drive. Yeah, I think the New York Yankees are going to have a tough. But again, the one thing with the Yankees, they play Boston 3 times. They play the Blue Jays 3 times. They got to win those division games. Remember I said at the top of the show, you got division games are like playoff games, especially in September. You got to win those division games. This is going to be a lot of fun down the stretch. All right, today at Camden Yards, Yankees a 350 favorite, 6.6 to 3.3. The over/under at 10.2. We got no stats and trends on this one. I'll have to generate that. I'll do that while we take care of business on the next game. In fact, let me go here and I'll generate those stats while we chat. Let me go MLB. And see, we're doing some production quality control while we do the show. Don't you love it? I tell you guys, I mop the floors and I close the light and I do security at night. That's the rain report in a nutshell, We don't need a corporate umbrella here. We just got the rain report. All right, John Lester going up against McGill and McGill from Better Call Saul. Tyler McGill. And looking at the line on this game, minus 146 here for the New York Mets. And for the St. Louis Cardinals, the over-under set at 8.5. ATS forecast, your computer pick, is going to lean with the St. Louis Cardinals. 4.97 to 3.79. The over-under is set at 8.76. And looking at the last 10 games for the Cards, 6-4 straight up. 4-5-1 to the over-under. For the New York Mets, 4-6. 6-4 to the over. My line on the game, DMVI stands for Daily Market Value Index right there. And my line is minus 136 for the Mets at home, but plus 112 for the Cardinals. So we're getting a bit of a discount here at plus 141. I guess this is the 5 dime line right here. Umpires will help the Yankees. Just kidding. Hey, oh no, don't start the referee controversy here in the bullpen there, Isaiah. Hey, then you're gonna get people out of the woodwork. I knew it was fixed. I knew it. Hey, we don't need conspiracy theorists in the bullpen today, Isaiah. All right, Cards on a 4-game win streak right now, and let's go to the Cardinals and New York Mets on the trends, and let's take a look at the Mets, how they're doing right now. The New York Mets in the standings, National League. So Atlanta is leading by Philly 4.5, New York 5.5. In the wild card race, you have the New York Mets 4 games behind. Dodgers 17 games. That always makes me laugh when I see the Dodgers a wild card spot, but they're 17 games above everybody. Cardinals own the second one, and then Cincinnati half a game behind. Padres 1. So really, they're fighting the one spot, right? There's only one wild card spot available in the National League, and it'll be between the Cardinals, Reds, Padres, Phillies. Mets have an outside shot, but very, very outside. They can't afford to lose any more games. All right, the under 8-2-1 for the Cards as an away team, coming off a 2-game road trip the last 2 years. So basically, when St. Louis on that third game, the under is 8-2-1 to the under the last 2 seasons. And for the Metropolitans, they are 9-2 as a 140-160 home chalk, coming off an over the last 4 seasons. So again, New York, the Mets can't afford to lose any more games. They got to get those W's, and they got to keep winning, right? And if you're a Mets fan, man, it was, I saw Dwight Gooden talk the other night. I had my sound off. I was watching football. Well, I'm gonna have to go back and see that. Back in the '80s, Darryl Strawberry, Dwight Gooden, the Mets, they were something else. All right, let's go to Colorado, Atlanta. Is Jim Wolf on the schedule? Then absolutely yes, says Underdog Sniper. That's pretty funny. All right, don't forget, folks, if you do enjoy the show, please hit that like button. And if you are new to the Rain Report and you enjoy what you see, enjoy the camaraderie in the bullpen, please hit the like button or subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell. If you're on a PC, it'll be a little bell on the top. And if you're on a mobile device, just hit the subscribe button. Love to have you on board for the rest of the year. NHL, NBA coming pretty soon, so we're gonna be rocking here pretty soon, right? All right, Colorado taking on the Atlanta Braves. Huascar Noah going to go today for the Chop Shop up against Antonio Senzatella of the Colorado Rockies. I gave it a little bit of a little English right there on the Italian side. Did you like that, Gloria? Little Italian right there. And looking at Senzatella when he goes for the Rockies, 10-14 their record when Antonio Senzatella goes for the Colorado Rockies, and when Huascar Noah goes for the Braves, they're only 7-7 this season. Now, looking at the computer pick, leaning with the Rockies, who won last night 5-4. That was a really good game. I watched that game to the end. I was hoping they would tie it up, but unfortunately it didn't pull through. It was a 5-4 victory for Colorado. Where's that? Yeah, 5-4. And for the Colorado Rockies, we all know they're Jekyll and Hyde. They're Jekyll on the road, but they hide on the road. 22-51. Yes, I heard you, says Gloria K. Braves are just bad, says Crazy Cloud Z. Yeah, the Braves, it's unfortunate. They had a really good run right there. But you saw when I did that exercise, the Atlanta Braves is a favorite. They were pretty good, though, last 30 days, right? Minus 187 here is the price tag today. My line is 153. Percentage play does favor the Atlanta Braves. Now, here's the thing. You got a team in Colorado who doesn't do well on the road, but let's take a look at their road record. In fact, let me go here. Let me pull up. Let me do this. And let's take a look at Colorado's record the last 30 days on the road, or last 30 games on the road. Let's go to dashboard, and let's go to the regular database. See, this is the beautiful thing about owning a website. If you want to pull up stats, you can just bring up a new browser. Again, I'm going to say it again. Whoever invented the tabs in the browser should win like a Nobel Peace Prize, right? Hey, for bringing up those tabs in the browser. How much has our life been easier than before? Remember when you had you didn't have these extra tabs? You'd have like 20 browsers open, and then the memory in your computer would just get drained right out. All right, so Atlanta. Let's do last 20. Last 20. Let me see. Last 20 games. Atlanta last 20 games. 9-11. Wow, really? 5-12-3. I thought it was better than that. Let me take a look here. Let's do Atlanta. What about as a home team? Last 20. 11-9. Wow, I thought it was really better than that. All right. How about as a favorite? Last 20 games. 12-8. Okay, look at the under. 6-11-3 to the under. For some reason, I thought it was better than that. All right, here we go. 18-14 against teams below 500. And when the Colorado Rockies are on the road against those B-type teams in the rain report, teams that are 50 to 59.9 in the standings, only 12 and 25. Now, here's the question. Law of average. Because Colorado won yesterday, is the law of average on our side here today? They're on a 2-game win streak. The percentage play is at 57%. So this is why when I do the rain report, when I built this system about 5 years ago, I said, okay, the goalposts have changed in sports betting. It's all about, how do you handicap the last inning, right? The bottom of the ninth or the top of the ninth. How do you handicap the last 10 seconds of an NBA game? Percentage play. And to me, the percentage play does favor Atlanta today. Let's take a look at some of the stats and trends. The under 9-2 for the Rockies as a 160-180 road underdog coming off a 1-run win the last 6 years. So if you do like the under, see there's a little bit of a theme going here with the under, right? The Braves 13-1 as a 180-200 home favorite coming off a National League West division opponent the last 10 years. Wow. 17-3 right there. Let me see here. Any more unders for the Braves? Or is any overs? Let me just scroll right down here. Wow, look at all the side trends on the Braves. There's one over right there. So out of a 75 trends, you're telling me we got 74 on the side? That is amazing. Hey? All right. Their bullpen is atrocious, says crowd. Yeah, a lot of bullpens are bad this time of year. Very bad bullpens. Your Brewers, your Rays. Yeah, Brewers and Rays. All right, let's go to the next game. The Cleveland Indians against the Minnesota Twins. Let's bring up this. Minnesota, right here, Cleveland. All right, don't forget, tune in tomorrow. It'll be the college football show. I'm doing all my research this week. I got some great information for you guys. And if you are tuning in tomorrow and you're looking for baseball, I will do a separate video for baseball. I guess my video tomorrow will be a little bit longer since tomorrow's show is dedicated to college football. All right, Cal Quantrill going up against Griffin Jacks of the Minnesota Twins. Now, the bookmaker have minus 103. What does bookmaker have? Let me check bookmaker to see where this line is going. One other feature, if you're a member of ATS, if you look right here, you see line moves. If you click on it, you'll get a little pop-up window. I know you guys can't see it on the YouTube. You get a little tab that opens up, and it tells you all the line moves. And so far, this total opened up at 9, and it's now 9.5. And on the money line, it'll open up at minus 110, and it's now minus 103 for Cleveland. Let me take a look at bookmaker to see where the line is. And this is a good little feature. When you click on this line move right here, it gives you all the line. It's really good in college basketball when you got 100 games and you're just looking for some line movement to get an indicator. So let me take a look at baseball, Cleveland. And Cleveland, where's Cleveland? The Cleveland Indians. Minus 108 now. Yeah, so this line has flipped. This line is now favoring Cleveland Quantrill. 4.74, 4.15. The over-under is at 8.89. Cleveland, though, 3-7 in their last 10 games. And for the Minnesota Twins, 5-5, 3-6-1. Kogo's at 39%. That's because the over is 7-12-1. Last 20 games when you combine both games. And for other stats, let me take a look here. Last 30 days, Minnesota at home last 30 days, only 6-7. Look at that, 3-8-2 to the under. And for the Cleveland Indians, 4-6-1 to the under. All right. All right, good information right there. The Indians are 11-2. Hey, the Gladiators next year. The Indians are 11-2 as a away team, coming off a loss against a Central Division opponent this season. So, nice little bounce back stat. Okay? Try to say that 10 times. Bounce back stat for the Cleveland Indians. 11-2 as a away team, coming off a loss against an American League Central opponent. And for the Minnesota Twins, the under is 9-1 for the Twinkies as a home team, coming off a doubleheader the last 10 years. Wow. Hey, that's a good stat right there. Look at that. The under is 9-1 for the Twins as a home team, coming off a doubleheader the last 10 seasons. That's pretty solid right there. That's a solid stat. Yeah, I do like the under in this game. Quantrill, how's Quantrill been? Let me take a look at Cal's record of late. 5-3 in the year, 3.05 ERA. And if you look at Quantrill's last start, yeah, you know what? Look at Quantrill's since August 22nd, 7 innings, 6 innings, 7 innings. ERA floating around 3. Yeah, the under looks really good here today. Minnesota. You just got to hope Griffin Jack, puts in the same effort that hopefully Quantrill will do. Griffin Jack's last few starts, 6 innings, 4.2, 5 Yeah, you hope that Griffin holds his end of the bargain today, right? Yeah, anytime you bet totals, you want both pitchers to hold their end of the bargain, right? All right, Houston, Texas, man, it's hard to get a read on this series. One game is 15-1. The next game is what, 8-1? What was that final yesterday? All right, I think the Indians first 5 the whole game. Yeah, you know what? That's a good stat, right? That's a good pick right there. Crazy Cloud Z. I like that. That's a good one. All right, where was I here? Let's go to Houston against Texas. Yeah, we got it. How are we doing for time here? 56 minutes. Not bad. All right, we're going to pull this up here. Here we go. Houston taking on the Texas Rangers. Now, Kohei Ariara going to go for the Texas Rangers. Hey, say that 10 times. Kohei Ariara and Jose Urquidy. Man, tongue twisters on these pitchers, eh? 10-6 when Urquidy goes for the Stros. 10-5-1 to the over. Look at that. And 6-4 for Ariara starts for the Texas Rangers. 7-3 in their last 10. Texas playing some good baseball. 7-3. The last, how are they doing in September? Let me see this here. Let me go to my, Texas in the month of September. How are they doing? So let's go to Texas. Texas Rangers in the month of September. Current season. Oh, that doesn't come up. How come? All right, let me go here. Texas Rangers at home, month of September, 1-2. In fact, let me go here. Let me do the other dashboard. Let me go to my super database. Hey, where's Lex Steele? Speaking of super database, where's our Lex Steele? Hey, he's probably in a phone booth putting on his cape. Hey, we have a member here. The name is Lex Steele. I always say he sounds like a Marvel comic strip, superhero. All right, where's Texas? In month of September. Right there, current season. Let's go current season. And let's see here. There we go. 7-5. All right. Not bad, Texas. We see you, Texas. Yeah, 8-1 last night, but then look at that. 15-1 the night before. So what's this game going to be? Is this one, you know what? This game to me has 4-3 written all over it. This game has like 4-3 written all over it. Well, we'll see if I'm right. You know when you get these instincts sometimes? Yeah, you just get out of the blue, you get these intuitions. I just see 4-3 Houston today. 4-3. We'll see tomorrow if I'm right. All right, the under 8-2 for the Astros as an away team, coming off a game where they scored 8 runs against last 3 years. So that under is a nice little stat. And for the Texas Rangers, 8-1-1 as a home team playing on Hump Day. What is with Hump Day? Everybody likes to play the unders on Hump Day. Is that a thing this year or what? Let me do this. Let's go any baseball team, home or away. Well, we'll do home teams because, we already know there's an away team. Playing on a Hump Day. Where's the Wednesdays? Let's do it this season. Let's see if there's a trend going here. Yeah, look at that. 134, 164. Okay, I see you, Hump Day. How about home favorites on a Hump Day? 91. So home underdogs. It looks like home underdogs are might be the play. Yeah, look at that. Home underdogs. Wow. What's the calculator say on that? What's the percentage of this right here? Okay. Let's see that. So 69 plus 43. So we got 112. So let's do 69 divided by 112. 61% on Hump Day. So do we have any home underdogs today? Yeah, we do right here. Texas against, see, if you watch the show long enough, you'll see the handicapping magic and process right there. Hey, people say, how'd you come up with that pick? Well, funny thing you asked, right? Just something just came out of the blue. And this is what I mean. When you handicap sports and you see numbers all day, or you talk about it, and that's the one thing I like about doing this show is that you guys chat, you guys say something, it'll trigger something, and then you do the game by game, and then you see the Hump Day stats. So home underdogs this year, 61% on a Hump Day. That's crazy. How many? Let's keep an eye on that today. Let's keep an eye on home underdogs today, and let me know tomorrow if I forget how they do. All right, let's go to the LA Angels taking on the Chicago White Sox, and let's go to the White Sox, and let's see. Both look good. Jax has allowed 20 of the last 4 games. I think you're right on, Ron. Cleveland all day. How can I not bet this in this spot? He has 6 ERA. Jax at home. Yeah. And Isaiah's a Minnesota guy, so he probably knows too about that, right? All right, let's go to Chicago White Sox. Dallas Keuchel against, let me see here. Who do we got for the Halos? So who do we have? Jansen Junk. Hey, Jansen Junk. All right, Dallas Keuchel, 14-14 when he goes for the Chicago White Sox. And let me see here. Minus 265. Minus 265. And the over-under set at 9. So looking at the computer pick, you got 4.28, 4.07. The over-under is set at, let me see, 8.35. So it does like it to go under the total. The Halos are 4-6 in the last 10, 4-6-0 to the under. For the Chicago White Sox, last 10, 3-5-2 to the under. My line was minus 187, plus 134 is for the Angels. Angels on a 2-game losing streak, 13-22 against those B-type teams in the rain report. Chicago White Sox 49-25. And let me take a look real quickly here at the White Sox. Wow, look at all the check marks here. A lot of edges here for the White Sox. You know what? If you do like this, if you do like Keuchel, how's Keuchel been doing? Dallas Keuchel, the last few starts. Let me take a look. It's 8-9 on the year. Wow. You know, anytime I see a winning team but one of the pitchers has a losing record, always a little concern right there. 8-9, 5.33 ERA. And Keuchel's only got one win since July 20th. Wow. Hey, who would have thought that? Who would have thought Dallas Keuchel would only have one win since July 20th? There's no way I can back up Keuchel in this spot. What about the trends? The under is 8-4 for the Angels as an away team coming off an American League Central division opponent this season. 8-2 for the White Sox to the under when they're a 260, 280 home favorite coming off a night game since 1996. Wow. Hey, some of you guys were just a thought in that days. Hey, a twinkle in your dad's eye right there. The under 8-2 for the White Sox as a 260, 280 home favorite coming off a night game since 1996. Anybody in the bullpen born in 1996? Hey, just out of curiosity. Hey, we'll see. 1996. I think I was still in the military back then. Oakland taking on the Kansas City Royals. All right, Oakland. Let's go here. We got Oakland taking on the Kansas City Royals. Angels today says crazy Cloud Z. All right. So Sean Manaea going to go up against Mike Minor of the Kansas City Royals. Now the Royals winning last night 10-7. I thought watching a bit of that game, I thought Oakland was leading by pretty good lead. I can't remember. I'll have to go check the box score. I thought let me go check right now. I thought for some reason Oakland was leading that game like 5-1. I want to say 5-1 or something. Let me take a look. Full schedule. Let me go to Oakland. Let's go to box score. All right, where's the box score in this one? All right, so it was 5-0. 6-0. It was 6-0. I thought so. It was 6-0, and then the Kansas City Royals scored 6 runs in the 6th and 7th inning. Wow, imagine that, eh? You got a 6-0 lead and you blow it. That's not good. That's not good. And let me see what Oakland's situation is here. Major League Baseball. Let's go Oakland, and they are sitting in 7 games behind in their wild card. 3.5 games behind. Wow. Yeah, when you're fighting for a wild card spot and you're 3.5 games behind and you're leading 6-0, they turn off the lights. The party's over. Mike Minor today going for the Royals up against Sean Manaea. 5.1 to 3.89. The over/under at 9. Anytime I see teams like this just tanking near the end, 3-7 the last 10, I won't even touch these teams. 3-game losing streak. Yeah, I don't know. There's no way I'm touching this. What's my line on the game? Minus 159 and 136. Yeah, you're getting a discount. Yeah, you can have your discount. I'll tell you that. Hey, I think the total is where I'd lean it here. Yeah, Oakland blew it yesterday, says Gloria K. Yeah, they did. Oakland, they're not Moneyball right now. 14-1 as a 120-140 road favorite, coming off a Central Division opponent the last 4 seasons. And let me see other stats right here. Oakland 10-3 as a away team, coming off a game where they allowed 10 runs against last 5 years. So here's the thing: they got embarrassed last night. They're up 6-0. They lose 10-6, 10-5. It could be a pride game here today. Just to get back on track. The under is 8-3-0 for Kansas City as a 120-140 home underdog versus Southpaws the last 3 years. So against lefties, the last 3 years is a 120, 140 home underdog, 8-3 to the under. So maybe the under is where you want to go. There's no way I'm laying. I'm trusting Oakland right now the way they're playing. I'd probably lean the under. All right. Today is the underdog day. Trust me, says Krause. I love when people say trust me. Hey, after they just hit a 10-team parlay. Trust me, he says. Hey, Crazy Cloudsy. He says, today is an underdog day. Trust me. You had me at underdog day. You didn't need to add trust me right there. Hey, when I see trust me, that means I bolt. Hey, as soon as he said trust me, you lost me at trust me there, Crazy. All right, Joe Musgrove going up against Dominic Leone today of the San Francisco Giants. And the line of this game, minus 185. The over-under set at 9. We do like San Diego in this one, 5.07 to 4.09. The over-under at 9.16. San Fran, 9-1 in the last 10, 6-4 to the over. And for the San Diego Padres, 130 minus 138. San Diego on a 5-game lose streak. We saw it earlier, right? San Diego, since the pitching change, sinking ship. Minus 185 though. I don't know if I like. I do like San Francisco. I just don't know if I want to spend $1.85 on them today. Let me take a look here. Let me see. San Diego, the under is 14-3 for the Padres as a 160-180 road underdog coming off a night game last 3 years. And for San Francisco, the over 8-2 for the Giants as a 180 200 home favorite coming off an under last 10 years. So a bit of a yin and yang stat right there. Yeah, you know what? Not sure what I'm going to do with that game. Probably play San Francisco on bullpenpicks.com. And the last game of the day, we're going to go to the Dodgers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. AZ. All right, the Giants minus 101. What? Giants are minus 101. Really? Let me take a look here. The Giants, San Francisco Giants. Minus 107. Okay, I don't know where that line's coming from. I'll have to check on that. Julio Urias going today for the Dodgers up against Merrill Kelly. I haven't seen Kelly in a while. When was the last time he pitched? I thought maybe he's on a little bit of a after the all right, so Kelly, yeah, August 11th. I knew it's been a while since we've seen a pitch. What was wrong? Illness scheduled to for COVID. Okay, so Merrill Kelly he returns from COVID, and he's back here today, and we'll see if he'll be in fine form after having pitched in over a month, right? 5.04, 5.11, favoring the Dodgers. 7-3 last 10. The over 8-2 for the Diamondbacks the last 10 games. Minus 216 and minus 330. So way overvalued here. Dodgers are 26-10 against teams below 500 at home. 51-23. Yeah, if you're gonna play this game, you take the total, right? The under is 7-3 for Arizona as a 200-220 road underdog coming off a loss the last 5 seasons. And for the Dodgers, let me see any totals here. I'm not gonna give you any 240, 260 stats here. Man, we gotta go right down to the bottom. There's not even a total. All right, not even a total on the Dodgers trend. Wow, that's interesting. All right, there you have it, folks. That is the Rain Report MLB version today for a hump day of September 15th. Again, we're gonna keep an eye out on those home underdogs, on a Wednesday. Maybe the under is gonna be a big play here today. Home underdogs in the months of, on Wednesdays this year, 60% to the under. So that was a pretty good one right there. And let me take a real quick look. What was the top? Let me take a look at the top 3 80% club stats. The Oakland A's, 14-1 as a 120, 140 road underdog coming off a Central Division opponent the last 4 years, American League Central. So big 93.3% stat on Oakland. The Atlanta Braves are 13-1 as a 180, 200 home favorite coming off a National League West Division opponent. So the Rockies the last 10 seasons. And the Philadelphia Phillies, 12-1, a 180, 200 home favorite coming off a National Central Division opponent last 10 years. So obviously I'm not going to recommend 180 to 200, but maybe a 3-team parlay, right? Oakland, Atlanta, Philly. Maybe it cashes for you. All right, there you have it. That is the Rain Report in a nutshell. Again, folks, if you're tuning in for the very first time, my name is Ron Raymond. I'm a handicapper located out of Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. And if you enjoy what you see here and you want to subscribe to our channel, just tap that notification bell in the top right-hand corner. And tomorrow, we're going to cover college football. We're going to go through every game. I'm going to give you the consensus picks of the newsletters, and I'll got some good stats for you, and I'll give you the computer picks. And Football Friday, NFL Football Friday, we'll do all the NFL games, and we'll cover all the handicapping sides of the games going into week number 2 of the National Football League. All right, folks, there you have it. That is the show in a nutshell, and we'll catch you back here on Thursday. And again, if you're interested in membership, I'm going to put down the in the bullpen promo code. So just use promo code FB21. That's F as in Frank, B as in Bravo, 21. You can get 20% off memberships here at ATS. And this way, if you want to use the rain report, what I've showed you guys here, you don't have to wait for the show. You can use it anytime you want, right? All right, have yourself a great rest of your day. Enjoy lunch. It's 12 o'clock now, 11:42 Eastern, so it's time to go for lunch today. And I'll be back here on Thursday, a full Friday. That's what we call our Thursday, a full Friday. Hasta la vista, baby. See you mañana.